back to my YouTube channel. I have my hat and my jacket on because I'm going for a walk. I'm only going to be live a couple minutes. I wanted to come on and say thank you to all my subscribers. I wanted to say thank you to all my channel members who come to my YouTube channel day after day and support me. It's a love that I can't explain. Some of you are very kind and leave wonderful comments that uplift and encourage me, and that is why I wanted to come on here and just talk about the changes that I'm making in my life. I'm trying to be stronger. I'm trying to be better. And each day I try to be better than I was the day before. So I am making small changes in my life so that I can be better at whatever I do, whether it's being a mother, sweeping the floor, walking, it doesn't matter. I just want to be better. So the message today is do your very best and each day do better than you did the day before. So that's what I do here on my YouTube channel. I try very, very hard. And when I say that, I'm not playing here. I try very hard to uplift, encourage, and inspire people every single day. It doesn't matter if I'm having a good day. It doesn't matter if I'm having a bad day. My goal is to uplift and encourage somebody. Now, I'm not all about the numbers. For me, if one person is touched, for me, if one person is uplifted by something that I said, then you know what? It's worth all the time and effort that I put in for that particular video. So I ask you to continue to support me here on my little YouTube channel. And it's not a lot going on. I am very frugal. I am a minimalist, and I'm not really fluffy. So it's not a lot of flash to my videos, and I'm very simple, and a lot of people can resonate with that. Some people can't, but I always say to people that this YouTube channel was developed, created, and made to help me deal with all the stuff I was going through. I developed this YouTube channel. It's therapy for me to help me as I was going through changes, as I was going through ups and downs in my life. And so I would encourage you to do whatever it takes to make you feel better. And sometimes, you know what? That means you got to get some help. Sometimes that means you have to talk to somebody, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a friend, a clergyman, a pastor, a bishop, somebody who's willing to listen to what you have to say. And I see nothing wrong with that. There is a stigma that is involved with people who get help, who have to get some type of mental help or talk to somebody or need to get through a tough time. And I tell people, don't be ashamed. Do what you have to do to make it. Make the changes necessary so that you can do better and be better. I know you don't want to be the same forever. And I always tell people, we used to be at a little church. It was no bigger than this little apartment. And we all used to stuff in there and praise God in this little bitty place. And we all paid our tithes. We all did whatever we had to do. And I remember the pastor talking to us one day. One lady said, well, we're still in the same place. And he said, but we won't be here for long because we will grow. We will grow and we will get bigger. But there was a lot of people who didn't want the church to grow. It was a lot of people who liked the way our church was. And he said that, you know, you really need to grow. That everybody who's doing a job or everybody that has a goal is always trying to do better and be better than they were on the day before. So if you really think about that, if you got 5 things accomplished today, then try to make 6 things accomplished tomorrow. Always, always try to do better than you did before. And that's the message that I give on this channel. I have a lot of ailments. I have a lot of medical problems and things of that nature, but I fight each day through the pain. You wouldn't even know when I'm in pain. Sometimes I can mask it, and I'm just trying to do the best I can. But in order to do the best I can, I have to get up, get moving, and be a part of the living. And if you, maybe this is your first time listening to me or your first time on my YouTube channel, my motto is the same. Get up, get moving, and be a part of the living. And I do that every single day. Whether I'm tired, sick, in pain, I still do it because I have to. I can't just sit on the couch and not get anything accomplished. If I did that, I would be stagnant and I wouldn't move. And back in 2015, I went through a divorce, and everybody who is a part of my channel knows that it was a difficult time for me. I wasn't on YouTube, but it was a difficult time. Divorce is not an easy subject. It's not an easy car ride, so to speak, because there's so many bumps in the road. There's so much going on. You married, you have a relationship with that person, their family, you have children, you have, if you're part of the community, you have a lot of stuff that's going on. And you just want things to get better. And back in 2015, I wasn't getting any better. I consider myself in the pit. I was not doing well emotionally, physically, but mentally I was at the end. I just could not get it together. I didn't know how to make the necessary changes to be successful, to be productive, to take care of my children. I didn't know how to do that. And each year I'm getting better at making changes and doing things so I can live my very best life. And that's where I'm at today. It's a beautiful day and I have a lot of stuff planned. For me, this is Self-Care Sunday. I mean it. Self-Care Sunday is no YouTube or anything. But I was gonna tape a video of me walking this morning. And I was like, you know what, why waste the time with the walking? I'm breathing hard now, and it's getting harder and harder for me to do the walks. But this message, I didn't want it to wait 2 days or 3 days. I wanted to just go ahead and put it out there. What are you doing to make your life better? What have you done today that you did differently on yesterday? And those are things that I ask myself every single day. So do whatever you have to do to be productive today. Do whatever you got to do to get moving. Maybe today is not a day. Maybe you don't have to go to work. Maybe this is a relaxing day for you. That's fine. But you have to find time for self-care and self-love. Today is Sunday, self-love, self-care. And I shout it out to the toppest mountain. You have to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others, especially you mothers out there, because you always taking care of everybody. You take care of everybody in your circle, and then you start to fall apart. And we don't want that to happen. We want you to be strong. We want you to be productive. We want you to be a good mother, parent, wife, spouse, sister, all of the above. And in order to do that, you have to exhibit self-care. So whatever day you choose, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I just particularly choose Sunday. You pick a day that is the day that you're going to get up and get moving, and you're going to do things only for yourself so that you can get better. You're only going to focus on yourself. Maybe you can get a pedicure, a manicure. Go get your eyebrows done. Get your hair done. Maybe you can just soak in a bath. But you know me, I'm always looking for things to do with no money. And that's easy. I do self-care, self-love. I start off, I'll tell you what I do. I get up in the morning like any other day, and I pray and I do my affirmations. But my affirmations change every Sunday because I'm focusing on self-love and self-care. So I can say, I am beautiful. I am a child of God. I can say those affirmations, but I switch them and say, I am healthy. I am wise. I change them up because you have to take care of your health. So I focus my affirmations on Sunday on my well-being. So my mental health, my physical health, and those things. And that's what I do. I look in the mirror and I tell myself that I can accomplish anything, that I can get through this pain and I can make it and I can be productive. and I can do something today that can change the world. Never underestimate yourself, because a lot of people put brakes on their on what they can accomplish. A lot of people put brakes because so many people are breaking them down and telling them they can't accomplish A, B, or C. I say you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to. When it was time for me, I tell people this all the time. When it was time for me to do my YouTube channel, oh man, I ain't heard such negative commentary in a long time. Nobody thought I could make it. Nobody thought I could do a YouTube channel. And one relative told me, who want to watch a over 50 YouTuber? Nobody. And it almost knocked me down. But if you believe all that negativity coming in, you will exude it. So at the beginning, I didn't think I could do it because I had so many people telling me that I couldn't. And I wasn't even living my life the way I should, because I should have known that you have to fight through the negativity in order to see what God has planned for you. So if you think like that, you'll know that there's always something greater. And even if you're going through something right now, these are the changes I was talking about. Even if you're going through something right now, God is preparing you for the next. That's right. God is preparing you for the next. So you have to get your seatbelt on and get ready, because nothing's ever going to be the same. If you decide to do something outside of your safety zone, outside of your comfort zone, it's not going to be an easy task. Nothing worth having is easy. All those people robbing banks and doing all them things that they do, they looking for quick cash. They looking for quick enjoyment, quick pleasure. And I just don't understand it. You can have all those things if you work hard. Before I got sick, I always had 2 jobs. I was always working because I know that the money that I was making could help me take my kids, say, to Disney World or Disneyland, or could take them on vacation, or get the car fixed, or whatever your goal is. You need money because money is the only thing that's going to pay for it, not your good looks. Okay? Anyway, let me stop. I said I was only going to be on here a few minutes, but I'm not finished. So basically what I'm saying is you have to put back in yourself what you gave out the week before. So maybe you volunteer, you work full time, you're a mother, you're a spouse, and you're doing all these things to help other people. And so at the end of the week, you're exhausted, and you just sleep and try to do it, get back on track, and do it all over again, starting on Monday. But I want to throw a wrench in there and tell you, take one of those days on the weekend when you don't have to work and spend some time looking in the mirror, telling yourself just how wonderful you are. Tell yourself that you are healthy, you are healed. Give yourself the strength that you need to be better for the week that's ahead. And that's what I'm talking about today, making changes. Make small changes that will make you live your life so much better than the day before. Everything you touch will prosper because you're giving yourself the self-love and self-care that you need to be successful. If you want to do a YouTube channel, do it. It's going to be 50 people to tell you that you can't be successful. And then what is people's definition of success? That's why it's one of those borderline things when people trying to break you down and tell you what you can and cannot do. You can believe that, but what is their idea of success? What is hey Edward? I can hardly see on this phone because I have a cracked screen, but I can see your name, Edward Lee, California, USA. Welcome to Positive Patch. Thank you so much, and welcome to my channel. You know, all I do over here is try to spread as much love and positivity as I possibly can, because the world is crazy. And all I want to do is be happy and make a positive mark on the world. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, Annabelle. And that's what I'm doing. I try to make things better than it was the day before. So I'll start my day out today And I did my prayer, I did my affirmations, and then I'll start my whole routine where I'll take care of my skin, I'll take care of my um, body, I'll take a nice warm bath, and I do that because I have to. I do that so that I can be productive the next day and the day after that and the day after that. And that is what I mean by making changes. I'm doing whatever it takes to be successful. And I'm not talking about my YouTube channel. I'm talking about my health. Because at this point, at this age I'm in, I have to do the very best I can just to make it. You all know, it's some of you out there, you got ailments. You might have, you might be in pain or whatever, but you force yourself to keep moving. And that is my goal. Never will ever tell you anything to hurt you. I'm just telling you that I know for me on a personal level, if I don't move around, if I don't do something, it's hard when you're in a little apartment like this because I used to have a yard and I used to have a garden and you know what I'm talking about, Annabelle. I used to work in my yard and stuff like that. That was very peaceful. 16 months, oh my God. It's been a long time, Annabelle. But for instance, Annabelle works in her yard. That is the most beautiful thing ever. I used to spend time, just me in my garden, and I had a wonderful time doing it. But now I'm in this little apartment. I'm not growing anything, but I tell myself every single day that I need to get up and get moving. Now, if you don't know, my motto is get up, get moving, and be a part of the living. And for some people, they might say, well, what do you mean? Well, I got my hat and my jacket on because it's always chilly in the morning. I'm finna go for a walk. I didn't want to tape that because my walks are different now. I could barely breathe. Okay. I go for my walks. It's a private thing between just me and God now. I used to tape all my walks. I used to tape all my activities. And I don't do that no more because I don't want people to be, I'm telling you, people be like, you can barely breathe. Maybe you shouldn't walk today. I'm telling you, people in the comment section, they just too much. Some of these people in the comment section be cracking me up. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So get up, get moving, and be a part of the living. And that could be something simple. Whether I go to the grocery store, to the gas station, to the corner store. Sometimes I just go to the mailbox. I live in a cul-de-sac. I walk in a circle where it's safe, where I don't have to worry about oncoming traffic and those type of things. So do whatever makes you happy. If you like to plant flowers or you like to grow vegetables, then I encourage you to do it. It's those changes, those small changes that help you to live longer, be happy and joyful. And that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel happy. I feel joyful. I can sit here at this table and do my Sudoku, which I do Sudoku every single day. Some people do crosswords. Some people do Sudoku. I like Sudoku. So every day I do a Sudoku puzzle, trying to keep this brain as sharp as possible. Okay? So I find joy in doing that. I used to craft. I used to make albums for people with pictures and for different milestones in their lives. I did that, but I have trouble bending in my fingers now. So it's just too much work for me to put in to do that now. So I don't do that anymore, but I find joy in a lot of things. And the library. Nobody goes to the library anymore. Maybe I am a dinosaur. Somebody called me a dinosaur on one of my videos in the comment section. Oh, I know what it was. I did a coupon video. Now, if you're a content creator, you know all your videos don't do the same. Some people really enjoy, some other people really don't get into. Well, my meal planning, my couponing, people are not really into that, but I am. And this is my YouTube channel. So I try to do things that I enjoy. You can always do what other people want you to do, but I found that that wasn't working for me. When I first started my channel, I did everything from mukbang. I did the reviews. I was talking about stuff that was going on in the news. I was all over the place. And my problem was I have to focus on one thing at a time. I've never been good at multitasking. And I'm not even embarrassed to tell you that. Some people just can focus and do 3, 4, 8 things at a time. More power to you. I've never been one of those people. I have to focus on one thing at a time and do it well. If I got 2 or 3 things going on, sometimes I fall short. And I'm just being positive. Hey, Smart Talk, how you doing? Uh, Couponing is fun, Annabelle. I still do it. I might do a video today on couponing. I haven't done one in a while. It's nothing wrong with couponing. The problem now is I don't know if people get Sunday papers anymore. I don't. I used to get Sunday papers, and Sunday papers used to be full of coupons, just full of coupons. And you could get food coupons. Let's say you use Fabuloso, bleach, whatever. It used to be so many coupons. Now you only get coupons in the mail on Wednesdays here in Jacksonville. I don't know if you guys get the coupon. I'm feeling great, Smart Talk. Thank you. I'm feeling stronger. I'm finna go for a walk. I'm telling you, I'm feeling wonderful. And I use these good days to get up and get moving. I'm telling you, because it's just, yeah, you have to download them now. So what I tell people is you get some through the mail on Wednesdays. Here in Jacksonville, we get all the sale papers. Like we'll get Harvey's, Winn-Dixie, Publix, what's the other one? Save a Lot and Aldi's. We'll get all those sale papers and you can see what food is on sale for the week. And then in the middle of there is coupons. Not a whole bunch of food coupons, but it'll be stuff like, say you like the Axe body spray or you like the Secret deodorant, those type of things. So it's mostly air fresheners and stuff like that. But I still use those because those Procter & Gamble coupons, and I forgot the name of the other one. I can get Angel Soft, Northern, all those coupons. And people might say, oh, that's only 50 cents. You gonna waste all that time for 50 cents? You damn right. I sure will. For 50 cents, I sure will. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have saved $5, $6, $7 just doing couponing for the week. And that might not seem like a lot of money for you, but I'm a frugal minimalist. So $7 for me buy noodles, bread, eggs, whatever you could think of, something quick, I can still eat. Not the protein that I want to eat, but I can still eat. And a lot of people don't understand that. Look, I try to eat as healthy as I can, and I do when I can. But if I want a fried chicken wing, I'm going to get a fried chicken wing. But people on YouTube, they know you got ailments and stuff, and they try to tell you what you can eat and all that. It just gets out of hand. So you can't really listen to that. That's part of the self-love and self-care I talked about. You can't take in all that negativity. It's so much of it now. It just seems like every video I have to bring up, don't read the negative comments. It seems like I have to. Yeah, that's right. Next thing you know, you have $1. You right, Annabelle. A lot of people don't understand that, but I have no problem with that. I don't think I really need to explain. Some people struggle, some people don't. I have been homeless, and I ain't even embarrassed to tell people. It was because after my divorce, I had no plan. I had no plan. I was married to my husband for all those years. He took care of everything, financially, emotionally, everything. I was not equipped for a life on my own, and I made stupid decisions. I was homeless, and I'm back on track. But it took a long time to get there. I had to relearn how to live. I had to relearn how to be self-sufficient. And that's why I try to say that all those things are important. Your health is important. What you eat is important. How you spend your day is important. So today I'm going to try my best to get this walk in. That's why I'm doing my live, because I wanted to get this point across, is that you can make little small changes in your life that will make your life better, so that you can enjoy your life better. And I've done that. I've made little small changes. I used to be like on the phone all the time. It was a YouTuber I care about. And I used to talk to her. She used to call me. I call her. But I realized that I wasn't doing a lot of work. I was on the phone a lot. You know? Thanks, Smart Talk. I appreciate you. I realized that I wasn't being productive. I was on the phone all the time. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I think having relationships and friendships is what helps you to be a better person. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that maybe I was looking for excuses not to work as hard. So you have to be aware of different things and how things are coming at you. And you have to check the approach. I read an article this morning that said that a lot of people are, what is that? Stagnant. I'm going to use that word. They are stagnant and they stay in the same place because they're scared of the next. I'm not scared of the next. I'm ready to embrace the next. That's why I work so hard. That's why I do my YouTube channel. And I've had people in the comment section tell me that I'm not successful. I don't believe them. I say I am successful. Whether you got 500 subscribers or 5,000, it doesn't matter. If you're touching people, if people are touched by what you're doing. And I say that all the time. I know people on YouTube that's got, I don't know what the big numbers are. It's 100. I think 100,000 is when they give you the plaque thing. And I was talking to somebody that got 100,000, and he was like, "Well, sometimes, I get 50 people in the live. Sometimes I get 5." And don't get wrapped up in those numbers because I used to, and it wasn't productive. I know for a fact that I'm talking to you, Annabelle. I know for a fact that I'm talking to you, Smart Talk. And I had 2 more people before that. People come in, they go out. But are you making a video so you can help somebody? You're making the video to interact with people, to meet people, to talk to your subscribers, to your channel members. And it's very important that you do those things so that your channel will grow. If you know me, you know I never do lives. I hate doing lives because I got throat problems. But my problem with lives is my phone. And I'm not complaining about my phone. My phone, the screen is cracked, and my daughter was gonna spend an enormous amount of money to buy me a new phone. I don't think it's necessary at this present time. I told her, why spend the money on a new phone? I would rather have an iPad because I can do everything with that iPad. And the button won't make a difference. That's right. That is so true. And so I just told her, you know what? This phone been cracked. I still go live on it. It's hard to read the comments. The crack is right there between Smart Talk name and Annabelle's on the little list. And so it's hard for me to read it, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm not complaining. I am not a complainer. I'm one of those people that I'm just happy and joyful. And so let me wrap up because sometimes I get off track. The purpose of the video is I wanted to tell you that little small changes that you are making in your life can benefit you. And if you're a YouTuber, the small changes you are making will grow your channel, will make things better, will let more people see just how special you are. And it's so many special people on YouTube. I am just in love. I am just totally in love now. I can watch a particular YouTuber and by the way, I watch everything from fishing to gardening to reviews to mukbang. I watch everything. That's why I love Annabelle so much. She do all the above. She don't fish though. So I have to go to my fishing channel, but I love to watch people fish. Judge me if you want to. But it's very relaxing. I like to watch crafting. I like the crafting videos. It's a lot of crafters here on YouTube. You have a pole. I know. I used to have a pole. I used to go fishing all the time. It was very relaxing and the time just get away from you. I think because I love the water, I love boats. I don't get sick on boats. I think that's why I love it so much. I think when you find something you like, let's say I don't play the lottery. My daughter used to tell me, "Ma, how you gonna win the lottery if you don't play?" That's true. I don't play. But I always use it as an analogy. I always say if I won the lottery, I'd buy a condo and I buy a boat. That's it. I wouldn't need nothing else. I'd have my condo and have a beautiful view of something, the lake, something. I'd have a view. And then I would have a boat. I'd pay somebody to take me out just so I can go out every single day. So you find what makes you happy and do it. Stop worrying about what other people think. And that's what's going on YouTube. It's a big majority of negativity. Now, YouTube got great things in place to help you with these comments. You can block people. You can, I don't know the word, so excuse me in advance. But you can block people. You can also, the people don't even know they blocked because you can't interact with them, but they think that you can, or I don't know what the word is for that. I've done it all. And people have filter words. That's it. Filter words. And another thing, what they do is after you block them, what they do is they come back with a fake account. Now, come on now. Who got time for all that? Who got time? I ain't got no job or nothing. YouTube is my job, basically. My channel is my job. But I ain't got no job or nothing. But if I did, do you think I had time to be writing negative comments to people to try to break them down and hurt them? You know, I just don't get it. Before I was a YouTuber, I was watching YouTube. I would watch different videos and I never left comments because this is why I didn't leave comments, because I didn't want to interact at the beginning. The pain is the point. I didn't want to interact at first. And then when I found somebody I really liked, I would leave one comment every now and then just to let them know that they are amazing and I love their channel. And sometimes when you love somebody and you are a member of their channel and you're trying to be up to date on everything going on that channel, when you like 5, 10, 20 people, it's hard to get around. And so that's why I made changes. I used to go to everybody live. I can't do that anymore. I can't. I used to go to everybody live. Premieres are a little different, but most of the time the creator is in the premiere. And so I was trying to do that because I wanted people to know that I was supporting them. But it's almost impossible for me to take care of all the stuff I got going on medically, to take care of the stuff I got to do in this house, and do things for my own channel. Everything takes twice as long now, and I'm okay with that. Making the videos, splicing, doing all the things I need to do for the video. That takes more time now because I'm not as quick as I used to be. My computer is slow, and I'm good. I'm good. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining to you that that's why a lot of people are not getting around. Now, the new thing now is people are getting fake accounts and coming and saying negative stuff. Now, I made what was that I made? Oh, I know. I made a whole chicken. And I put the whole chicken in the oven. I seasoned it and everything. I was so excited. I love baked chicken. It's my absolute favorite. Some people call it rotisserie, whatever. I call it just baked chicken. But I like a crispy skin. So I cook it, halfway with the aluminum foil on it. And then I take the aluminum foil off. And I like for it to get the crispy dark black, not burnt, but a crispy, you don't want to dry out the chicken. Anyway, let me get to the point. So I was really happy about the video. It came out good. I had a really good meal. I made me some collard greens, I think. I think I made collard greens and macaroni, something like that. Mashed potatoes, all the good stuff that I loved. I was so excited about that meal. But not to do the video, but to actually eat it, because I can eat a baked chicken for days. I cut it up. The first day I eat it as baked chicken. The second day I chunk it up and put it in my salad. I make chicken salad and those type of things. And I never go to the third day. So that's what I do with it. So I put the video out there. I'm getting great comments, people saying, oh, that looks good. What season did you use? Those type of questions that come in the comment section. And one lady put, Ooh, nice looking chicken, but maybe you should clean your stove before you post your next video, right? And then and once somebody start, everybody follow. So everything after that was negative. Everything was clean your stove. Who want to eat in the nasty kitchen? And this is the thing. If you know me, you know my house is clean. And that's the thing, what people don't understand. First of all, I'm in low income. So your idea of a clean stove is different than my idea of a clean stove. When I first moved in here, I cleaned everything. I didn't put none of my stuff in here. I cleaned it. I scrubbed the stove. The stove still looked dirty to me. I cleaned it. I did everything I could for it. But from years and years and years, it get that blackness on the inside. It'd be a beautiful gray, like when you got a garage and you staining the floor, that beautiful gray um, um, granite like fixture. That's how the stove looks when it's brand new. But after a while, you get the black where stuff fall and waste. And I scrub and scrub, and that's the best I can do. So I could have took all that to heart. But what I just did is started deleting the comments because some people, I don't know, I just don't know. They just not happy. I don't know what you guys think, but what I think is those people, yeah, the stuff is older. I've got a new stove now. That particular stove broke, but the stove that I got now is new and it don't look new. So that's funny, but I don't know no other way to say it. Do your very best. I did that whole analogy and told you that whole story about me baking that chicken because no matter how happy I was, um, oh yeah, they're not quick to fix stuff either, Annabelle. And that's a whole nother story. But I try not to focus on that because I dwell on the negative if I did that. But a lot of people who come in your comment section and say something, or somebody put, when are you going to start shopping better? Or something. When are you gonna buy better food or whatever? And I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know what to say to that. The only thing I can think of is maybe that person ain't really watching my channel. Because if you do, you know I'm a frugal minimalist and that I just try to eat every day. I don't I don't understand what's so hard about that. If I could eat strawberries, blueberries, ooh, I love cherries too. Cherries, um, yeah, exactly, Annabelle. If I would eat that every single day, chicken breast, fish, shrimp, and crabs, every single day, all my favorite things. But when you can't afford it, you just trying to eat. So that's why I do my videos and I say, I'll try to use what you already have, or this pack of meat costs $6, but I'm going to do 2 meals out of it. That type of thing. I'm always trying to stretch what I have because I live on a fixed income. I had no, I'm not embarrassed to tell people because it might help somebody. I was married. I was not on top of nothing financially. That is why after the divorce, I was nothing. I had nothing. Everything was scratch. I have no plan, no money in the bank, or nothing. So, in order to make it, my fixed income money is how I live. I'm not the only person in the world living like this. I'm not complaining. I'm not begging for money and telling you to do this. But if you're going to say, oh, your stove is dirty, you need to eat better, well, you can send me a box because Amazon deliver everything. Trust me. I got a box coming today with some Zatarain, with some Zatarain dirty rice because the store didn't have the dirty rice. They had the yellow rice and the jambalaya rice. But the dirty rice tastes better. The seasoning, maybe if I figure out the seasoning, I won't have to do that. But it's only like $2.34 in Amazon. But the point I'm trying to make is that you can mail food, you could deliver food. I remember when I first started my channel, it was a subscriber. she didn't want me to say her name, and I still won't say it. I know exactly who it is. She sent me groceries through Instacart. She sent me groceries through Instacart. She said, "What do you need?" I said, "Protein, bread, eggs, rice." I told her some things, and she said, "Okay." She said, "Once I know the delivery coming, I'm gonna mail you the information." And she did. She emailed me, "Oh, your delivery will be whatever time it was on Saturday, I don't know, 2 o'clock." And she just let me know. She did the delivery from wherever state she was in. And I didn't ask her for that. She did it. But the point I'm trying to make is these people that's in the comment complaining, they are not trying to make things better. They're not trying to make things better. They just want you to suffer. They want to say things to hurt you and to break you down. And it's just not going to happen. Not with me no more. I got too much going on to worry about somebody in the comment section with no life. So if you think of it that way, to all you people who are trying to do your very best and you got a relative or somebody in the background, "Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you're too old for this." It's somebody in every family like that. Well, you just have to do your very best to block out that noise. Okay? So make the changes necessary to live your life better. And that's what I'm doing. I'm living my life better. And I'm learning about these negative nannies, or whatever you call them, or the people show up in the message box that are now getting fake accounts just to say negative stuff to you. But don't take it in. And I tell you that all the time. Don't let that stuff break you down. Okay? So enough of that, because I get on that forever. I'm going to take a couple minutes to say thank you to all my subscribers. And I want to say thank you to all my channel members, especially you, Annabelle, 16 months. You, and let me see, you was my first subscriber. My second subscriber was my baby son. And my third subscriber was Debbie Nixon. She's a channel member as well. So I think you are the oldest. When I say oldest, Annabelle, you know what I mean. So 16 months, because that's how long that my channel been out there. Yeah. And I got one of my sons to do it. And my daughter was like, "Mom, I'm on your channel. I don't have to subscribe." And I think she did. I don't even know if my daughter subscribed. I'm like, come on now. Come on, subscribe to your mama channel. But my two boys are. So I got both of them as subscribers. And a lot of people tried to tell me about that. "Oh, you want to charge this and that." Listen, I'm going to tell you, I ain't paying for YouTube. My thing about YouTube is I have to do these videos. That's my job. I have to do these different things. I enjoy a lot of YouTubers, but I can't afford to join their channel. I have, for instance, it's a couple of them that's 99 cents, a couple of them that's $1.99. But it's some people who I love and enjoy watching who channel membership is $4.99 and one is $9.99, and it's another one that's $24.99. So now I can't even watch regular videos. You have to be a channel member to see all the stuff. And I'm sorry, I can't afford it. I want to support them, but I cannot afford that. That's just me. Just imagine, let's say I like 100 people. Obviously, I cannot join 100 people channel. That's just for $1, and that'll be $100 a month. That's not, that just can't happen. I tried to do the whole this person, that person, that person, and it's automatic, and then it'll I don't know the right word. It's automatic for it coming out. And then you got your regular stuff. You got your electric, your phone, you got to pay rent and all those things. And you don't want nothing to mess that up. I don't have the money for that. So I can't do that. I just don't have the money for it. And so I think I might be losing some friends. I don't even know if friends is the right word. I just really enjoy their channel. But now with the membership, some people just do the membership like me. It's nothing really different. You just get the star by your name. And I just tell people, it's about the cost of a cup of coffee. And realistically, I can afford that, $1.99. So I try to think outside the box and say, if somebody really want enjoy your channel, they will do the 99 cent or $1.99. But when you start going into $9.99, $14.99, 24, they gonna make the choice. Oh, do I get Netflix this month or do I pay for Lashon channel? I don't want anybody to have to make that decision because this is YouTube is it's just got so many people. It's so layered that I probably could find other people who do the same thing for less money, but I just can't afford it. I tried to do it because I thought I had to keep the the back and forth. But what I learned is once you're not paying for their channel, they don't come to your channel no more. So I'm trying not to be negative. I'm just trying to tell you that I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate my channel members because even though it's a cup of coffee, that's one cup of coffee. I love coffee. Okay, so I'm taking a cup of coffee from you every month. But all joking aside, I appreciate everything that my channel members and my subscribers are doing because all those things help. It's different things. I love coffee, but I got my Keurig machine, so I use my Keurig machine all the time. And the one I had before this, I had for years. My sister got me this one. I don't know. I've been in this apartment for 2 years, so I've had that Keurig for 2 years. It still looks brand new. I clean it every single time I use it because with Keurig, what I've learned is it's a great quality product, and if you take care of it, it'll last. I'm not even. Oh, I know what happened. The last one, the water would get hot, but when it was coming down, it'll be just water. It wasn't taking the coffee out of the little K cup. I don't know. Uh, I Googled it. I asked questions, and a lot of people saying I had to replace this or that. And I was like, you know what? I can just give me another one. And I told my sister, and she sent it. And I think it was like 2 years ago. And I keep it clean. But what I want to say is that you do what you want to do and what makes you feel good. And what makes me feel good is certain people on YouTube. I really enjoy like watching people in the garden. I enjoy people drawing, painting. It's a YouTuber on here called 755 Media, and she paints. And I tell people all the time that sometimes I just turn her on and listen to her voice. And that is a blessing. I think if something calms you and helps you to relax, it's a wonderful thing. There's so many people suffering from PTSD and things like that. So for me, 755 Media is very relaxing. And that's where I'm at now. I try to find things that relax me. And sometimes I'm not really watching your video. Sometimes I'm just listening to you talk because sometimes that's what I need. Like Annabelle, if you in the yard, for example, sometimes that's just what you need. Sometimes you just want to hear about somebody growing fruit or vegetables, or the excitement in their voice when they describe growing the vegetables. And a lot of people don't understand that. I find great joy in that. And crafting, it's a lady on here that crafts. Her name is Crafty Leo. And I don't know why I'm shouting out names, but I'm just telling you that their videos is she a crafter and well, I think she's an excellent cook. So I don't watch a lot of cooking videos. I know you can be in there for hours because you enjoy it. It brings you joy. And I understand that completely because I write. I have journals. I write in my journals, and I've been keeping a journal for years. And I find myself writing in my journal and I look up and it's an hour later or something. I really enjoy it. And I think, well, one day my kids, I have all my journals and can read how I'm feeling. But also now that I got my YouTube channel, I try to do videos about how I'm feeling about certain things. So anyway, do what makes your heart happy. Make the changes necessary in your life so that you can find joy. I tell people all the time, now I used to have things, When I was married, we had the house, the cars, all those things. Big old house. And you know what? I moved into this. I'll tell you, this apartment is 660 square feet. That's right. 660 square feet. I tell people that they about pass out. How could you live in such a little place? Let me tell you. It's called purging. And I would love to be in a condo, maybe a 2 bedroom where I have an office space and, get me another little hot dog and live my life until I can't live it anymore. That is my goal. But when I moved to this apartment, this is what I could afford. So I moved here and I got rid of a lot of stuff that I didn't need. And the truth of the matter is, I'm going to say this and I hope you listen. I have more peace in this little bitty apartment, 660 square feet, than I ever had in my big old house and garage and walk-in closet. And it's because it's a perfect peace that I can't explain. It's nice and quiet. When I need music, I turn music on. When I want to pray, I pray. When I want to cuss, I cuss. It's just relaxing. And so I'm there at this age where I have found the peace that I've been searching for. So I make little changes in my life, so my life will be much more better. So if I can get a pack of pork chops, I'm happy because I love pork chops. But if I can't and I have to get, I don't know, chicken legs, that's my least favorite. I'll get the chicken legs. I'm not a complainer. I just do what makes me happy. And this little apartment makes me happy. So I just wanted to share that with you. A lot of people put a big emphasis on money. Yeah, of course you need money. I get that. But I had no plan. I had nothing set up. So this is the life that I have now. So I have to live it a certain way so I can live better. Okay? So you make small changes so you can live your best life. Okay. Enough of that, everybody. I don't want to be too preachy, because then I'll lose you. Okay. So thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my channel members. A special shout out to Annabelle, my longest subscriber and channel member. That's right, because you would have to be one of the first subscribers too. So I thank you all for joining me today for my live. I'm finna do my walk before I change my mind. But I really enjoyed our talk today. At this time, I'm going to breathe in and breathe out. And I do that because it makes me feel better. Obviously, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just going to get myself ready for my walk. Breathe in, breathe out. Whew. I thank you. I thank you all for joining me today. And don't get caught up in the numbers because the numbers don't matter. Speak from your heart. Talk about something that you enjoy or do something that you enjoy today. And I will. Today is Self-Care Sunday and I got plans. And I'm going to do all those things to make myself feel better so that I can go into this new week with the energy I need to tackle anything. You see what I'm saying? So I thank you and I say goodbye. But don't always take my goodbyes as you ain't gonna never see me again. Because you never know. I did this live, right? You never know. I might creep up tomorrow. Who knows? So thank you and have a good day today. Okay. Bye-bye.